Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we are still doing a post-mortem of the Linda Wananchi rally that took place in two regions. The one in Western, to be specific, Vihiga County, and the other one in Nyeri region, specifically for Kisumu. Before this rally, there was a lot of threats, intimidation, and all attempt to thwart the event. But it seems the organizers of the event were so much focused and they had a real intention which they ended up achieving. Now, there is a video right now trending on social media where the Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei had issued a threat to Senator Edwin Sifuna on the floor of the Senate as far as attempting to go to Vihiga and Kisumu is concerned. So Cherargei told Sifuna and his team that if they are men enough, they should attempt to step in Vihiga and Kisumu. That means it was going to be a no-go zone, and they won't succeed if they attempt. Now, because it was a threat, Sifuna stood and demanded that Cherargei should withdraw the statement. And because it was against the rules of the House, Cherargei was forced to withdraw.
This 10-point agenda should be implemented fully. And we have agreed, Madam Speaker, that the combination, what is the least that we can do? Madam Speaker, therefore I support this statement, and if there are men enough, waende Vihiga na Kisumu.
What is your point of order? Proceed, Senator Sifuna.
Madam Speaker, you know I am not one to fret because somebody is asking whether I am man enough. You know, the Senator for Nandi cannot utter the words that he uttered at the point when he was concluding his remarks. It's an open threat to a member of this House. He's asking us to demonstrate that we are men enough to go to Vihiga and Kisumu. Honorable Speaker, in that conversation in the morning with the police, we agreed that we want to build a country where everybody is free to sell their policies anywhere in this country. I want to assure the Senator of Nandi, just a minute and then you'll inform me. I want to assure the Senator of Nandi that, yes, the Senator of Nandi is welcome to sell his policies anywhere in this country. You're welcome to Nairobi, you're welcome to Bungoma. We will never threaten you because from your stature alone, we don't need to ask you whether you're man enough. We know. So, Honorable Speaker, you must ask him to expunge that from the record of this House. That is not the politics we want to practice, especially because he's a young man. These are things that we should allow older people in politics to perpetuate. But as a young generation, and there are students sitting here, the example that we must set as a new generation is that I should be able to come to Nandi and say one term and live peacefully.
Honorable Cherargei, I think your final remarks would amount to a threat. When you say that if you're man enough, let's see whether you'll have a meeting in Vihiga or Kisumu, is unfortunate, particularly now that we are, as a country, trying to deal with the issue of goonism. So I would say, please, get those remarks withdrawn so that we don't look like we are among those leaders who actually... Senator Kavindu, I am the one on the chair.
Madam Speaker, as I withdraw, you should withdraw the word one term. Because if I withdraw that statement, the one term...
Senator Cherargei, you will not give me conditions on how. Please withdraw.
Madam Speaker, as I withdraw, you should also withdraw one term. Because we are in two terms, Madam Speaker, including the Speaker. We are in two terms.
Senator Cherargei, you have not withdrawn.
I have withdrawn, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Now, after Cherargei withdrawing, we still had the message that if you are a man enough, if you are men enough, go to Kisumu, go to Vihiga. You know, Vihiga is just neighboring Nandi here. So the statement is still fresh in people's mind, and that is why it is trending. So, there is a response from the ground. Forget about the one from the Senate. Now there is the real response from the ground. That Sifuna and his team managed to step in Vihiga. They managed to step in Kisumu. In fact, the one for Vihiga, like I told you, I was streaming it live on our Facebook page because I happened to be at Shamahoho in Vihiga County, where these leaders came for the first rally in Vihiga. Walianzia Shamahoho ya kwanza kabla waende kule Luanda. I was there, and it was super massive in just a small market. Within a few minutes, it was full to the brim. No one could pass. Then Sifuna waili ene Kondele ndani ya Kisumu County. Hii ya Vihiga wangesema okay, yeye ni Mluya ako Western. Now in Kisumu, where Cherargei had warned that try and step if you are a man enough, Sifuna proved him wrong. And this confirmed that Sifuna is man enough. If we have to go with the statement from one, Samson Cherargei. Sasa Sifuna anauliza hapa ni wapi? Ndani ya Kisumu County.
Wacha nichukue nafasi kukaribisha Edwin Sifuna. Haya, Joturountie. Huko juu mnaniona vizuri? Hapa mnaniona vizuri? Hapa nyuma mnaniona vizuri? Mimi ndio Sifuna. Na nyinyi ni kina nani? Ati kina nani? Huko nyuma nyinyi ni kina nani? Nataka mseme wasikie hapa ni wapi? Hapa ni wapi? Walituambia, walitutisha, wakasema mtatuangamiza hapa Kondele. Kumbe nyinyi ni marafiki zetu bwana. Mujipigie makofi. Mujipigie makofi. Sisi tunawajua watu wa Kisumu. Nyinyi ni wapenda demokrasia. Mtu akuja aseme yake, aende, mwingine akuja aseme yake, si ndio? Na mimi nataka nishukuru watu wa Kisumu. Huu ni mwaka wangu wa 9 nikuwa katibu wenu mkuu wa chama cha ODM. Asanteni kwa support ambayo mmenipatia hii miaka yote. Na mimi nawahakikishia sitawaangusha. Nataka nichukue fursa hii niwashukuru kwa sababu baada ya kitu ilifanyikia Osoti, ni nyinyi watu wa Kisumu ambao mliambia polisi wale wakora ambao walipiga mheshimiwa Osoti. Kwa sababu tuko na rally hapa mbele, nataka niseme asanteni sana watu wa Kondele. Mungu anawapenda na sisi tunawapenda. Hatutawaangusha. Hapa Kisumu ndio wanatuambia ati kuna kura ya Kasongo hapa. Ngoja nione. Wacha niangalie. Kura ya Kasongo iko pale. Hapa kuna kura ya Kasongo. Hapa kuna kura ya Kasongo. Huku kuna kura ya Kasongo. Mnasemaje Kisumu? Kisumu! William Ruto! William Ruto! Na brother yake. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Now, I want us to conclude our discussion, but before we do that, I have a quick and humble request for those who are watching the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, if we have to look at Samson Cherargei's statement, study what happened on the ground, then we can conclude and say that that remark literally backfired on Cherargei's face. It makes Cherargei to become a laughing stock. Because people now have to look at the situation, the level of success achieved by Team Linda Wananchi. It confirms that Cherarge's statement was a mere statement. He did not know what he was saying. That is the conclusion from that. But with the deeper explanation to Cherarge's statement, you would ask, what was Cherarge's intention? The intention, number one, was to make the Linda Wananchi Brigade to get worried. His statement was made to create fear among these leaders, that it is not going to be safe, that we will not be allowed to step in Vihiga and Kisumu. That was the intention from Cherarge to Sifuna and the team. The message was also meant for the public, that these guys are not really so influential. They will not get people to address, and there is a possibility that their events will be disrupted because they are unwanted. So again, you create fear among the people who had an intention to attend the rally so that they don't turn out in their numbers. Intimidation. But all that flopped. No one listened to that. Instead, these guys, they had the ground, they came, and the crowd really was responding so positively. Hapa ni wapi? Wanauliza watu, mnasema nini? One term. Mnasema Kasongo ni one term. So look at that. So it tells you that really Cherarge's wish did not really turn out as he had thought. So this confirms that the people you are mocking have turned to be man enough. So kama ulikuwa unasema if you are a man enough, so this confirms that Sifuna and his team are a men enough. I don't know if it's, but please let us know in the comment section to continue with our discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.